You odofo na memwaju emwa kwaba ediba original TV so enne yebeda twedi ampo no ase papa ene da fofra wabuede amayen minim se sabri aye wona kakra oribisa se na de no numu moye no nan na abo na Lady Nancy agina egwa you ye woniama bebre ewo TV so Ignite Media na mekasi Ignite Media na original TV, original FM and Metro TV na ekabomo Ignite Media no jumedi bebre wo ha ewo se yekofa eno nso ne nyina eho hia na wo so umbantetewe no nso eho hia eno ntino na yentumi nkase yebesi wo ho sane ne yekofa ne nti no kwan bia so no na ewo se ye squeeze ye ho ye moamoa ye ho hye baabi na ye de dwumedi no ebrew eno nti ena sabri wahume ewo mo afi mo no ye de dwumedi ye mmofra ye man dwumedi no ebrew no ye bada twedi ampon no ase de amaneden se wabueda fefese de amame ne wo na tekramada abodwu mojari die frusane ewo ye nipadua yi mo yes ayeyin kanidin na sen kanidin entontom en kanidin na woso wofia brebia wo wafiri no eto original TV ana wo radio eto original FM 91.9 ana so se Metro TV no yes aseda kese pa na ekomo anope wo radio so bi free o se menua bi wakura bi na chese ni radio ne de eda original FM 24/7 nyame enhira mo nyina ene odo a modanedi edi kire dwumedi a ye ipo ye mofra ye man ye wi a calls a eba ene ade no utumi ho se amanfo ehwe dwumedi pa amanfo ewo haw a wo pe anopa musebre enu nti ene ye di dwumedi ebrew nti mada wasi awie no na meda me crew mo am wo fie ni ade a mo hwe me last week ye betena ha ye dwumedi ni wie no ye nominate TV program ye ameye ena radio program ameye ewo original FM 91.9 so ena original TV so nti ye fisem dwumedi na ameye no anopa 6 ekopem anopa 8 no ene yen mofra ye man dwumedi so ameye no anwumre 5 ekopem anwumre 6 no nyame yen adom wo nominate yen for awards na nyame adom ye kwaje award no enti no is the best TV and radio show of the year Ghana Mega Star Awards na omode awards fefefe ede amayen na me dedicate award yi ede mamu amu wo fia mo hwe dwumedi nyinara isanse ye mo na mo ma award nominate sa award program yi na fenso nyame adom yakofa awards no ede aba nti Ignite Media ye nyina yese yeda mo nyinara se Kevin Malo nyame enhiraw ebi nyame enya okese pa afi so wa yima sami mo am abri biara no mo hwe amadwumedi ekoso no nyame enhiramo na afi so wo radio enso no Sopho Moses Prof Ocha ene mo ara no wo MCR ho nyinara mo fame ewo TV so no mo so nyame enhiramo pa ene abotare a mo wo ede mame ene adwuma so amaye emasa awards ede aba yenim se awards bebre ewo yinganima ye beje ni nyina adwumaden na ni nyina mo no American American awards no na mesan Erica Chiro se dwumedi adu akiri dwumedi amanfo hwe dwumedi ne da amanfo akomaso nti se wo pe wagwadi hu dawuro se utongade bibibia woriye bia dwuma bi na woriye na se wo pe se wo bo hu dawuro dia ene na dwumedi so yen mofra yen man dwumedi ene wo se wo bebo dawuro ewo so na amanfo ebetie na ya patronize oniama no amawo ananso se anopa dwumedi no ye fisem dwumedi memreda anopa bia no eno nso betumi de wagwadi hu dawuro edi aba enu ntino mesrawo se uwo konya bisa anase uwo pepe bisa mamemfa mia me personal number no entugwa emfama wo frame a medu anim ene akọ commercial manager no ho na ehun tutui bia wo ho bia no yede amam 02444 86724 02444 4 no 3 86724 eno ena so wo frɛ me a wo de sɛ wo text me a me pa nya anadwu a mada no mabra makoda no na afi na wo frɛ aye enquiries wo text me send me WhatsApp message ana say we a me frɛ wo na ye di nkomo wo ho mo nso a mo ba frɛ na mo ba po odo no me srɛ mo ma ye engage nti no mamu embe ha me wo ne kwan no so strictly business ena ye pese ye na dwumadi etumi edu akire ana nkrofo se dwumadi wana no eto da bia na esua you esua esan se emere no ye to enti no se yenya aboafo na wo so yen asen a na se yenya 1.5 hours and answer 2 hours a esan se eba mofra ho nsam a eya na ehu ka ayekana enti momma ye nyina yensom na yemboa na yentumi sponsor dwumadi ema entumi enkwa akire na nyame ebehira mo nyina enne ye de asem foforo ato apaso a yesi ye behwe ne yakam ye nyina ye ngai babia ye du nyina no babia meti fimi mofrase eye adesua nkakra ena demi edu babia medui you woso a wo hwe me ebia na wo anyo opportunity ensua ade ne bi edam na ekọ nti a wantumi ensua ade endu mpempenso a anka wo pese okono obi nso wo ho ne de nye na ade ene adesua nti no wo ye ne den yese sebe wo ye na duru edugu bantue mu na wo de sanokra sebe obegya ne nan yini nyina ade agu nti no obia ewo ne sede a ote ne sede opese oye na ade edefa ena yesi ye hwe eniema bia distract mofra from learning yewo biological year expert psychologist de ewo ho eno no wotumi wo se eno no obehia doctor bi moa obehia clinical psychologist bi moa obehia but eniema bi nso wo ho a wotumi hu se we de enye se abofra no wo yare bi na che se ne kan ne kese on pay attention on tnase eno ne ye pese ye hwe ne ye ma awofo no ani kɔ ho wotina me na se eniema bi a distract mofra no from learning so wo besua de wa ba fie na wo so ye ne homework wa ba fie na wo so read oko school na wo so pay attention na otena se ne niam endembe bi atwetwe mofra no efi adesua ho won ani enye adesua no eno ena enne me no ba betena se na yesua ade ewo ho na ya hwe se kwan ben so se enye bibi a ye yare a na se ye saa niam nketenkete na awofo ye be ma ye ni akɔ na ya hwe na ya boa mofra no sanse mofra no de one day etoda bia ne ekoso no omu nheda enim nti eyeyen ene ebekisakisa won ebedandan won ebekyerɛkyerɛ won ama won hu se ɛha ene wo se mefa na wenso ene wo se meye ansa na meyi obofo pa waba me nkyɛn ne no eba bedi nkomo akyerɛ wo no yesi yen character first education Kofi Etewia Foundation abribia nkyerɛkyerɛ a wode breyen sɛ yemfa mamofra no na yen awofo nso no yensomu bi na yemfa entiatia mofra no enne yes responsibility ye asede minim sɛ yakoso a na yesi baabi a hu hia otonfo no ɛhɔ dade no ɛhɔ no de bɛbɔ saa na ɔde atenetene no ɛno nti no yen character traits no yagusu yesan arebo no dawuru yen ka ne baako no yato ada baabi ye pese ye kan na kɔ awofo no tim na kɔ mofra no nso etim nti no abribia no ye repeated traits ne bi sɛ de bɛya in relation to topics a yede ebrewo no na ya afa na yede atoto ho na yede abrewo enti no yes responsibility a eye ased no taking ownership of my thoughts words and actions taking ownership of my thoughts words and action se mefa wuraye ewo men susui mu mensam ene menni ye mu ye kaso obi efa wuraye ewo bibi mu a na che se ade no ofa no te se ne dia enti bibi bia oreye bia no onim se akontabu bi ewo ho eno nti no obebu akonta nti no ode ne honam nyina ne niam ye nyina ne bibia na adwene ene ne honhom nyina esomu ena waye ye mamofra no ente ase se abrabo no ye wo no ɛho akontabu wɔ hɔ bibi ɔreyɛ biara no ɛho akontabu wɔ hɔ ɛno nti na so kɔ school na so osua de at the end of the day no yes ye test no obetro exams ɛyɛ responsibility man sɛ obetena se no obesua de obɛhwɛ sɛ ne homa ɛbɛdi kan ɛwɔ na abrabom esan sɛ ɛho akontabu ɛwɔ hɔ wantumi amu ne yi a ɛde animguase ɛna ɛbɛbrɛw young affirmations eye pemu kakasa no o say I will know what's expected mehu nea e wo se meye nti no mofra no yen kyerɛkyerɛ won say wei ene wo se wo ye eyi menkɔ ho eyi tu fasi ha wei fato ha yen kyerɛkyerɛ mofra no na wo hu na etode bia ne ye yawo na ya awerɛho ne sɛ yen awofo na ye wo fie no yetumi ma instructions e wo fie erehwɛ kwan sɛ mofra no bɛyɛ but yen ankasa no instruction na ye rehwɛ no yentumi ndi so yentumi ndi so nhyehyɛ a ye wo fie no yentumi enni nhyehyɛ no so nti emma mofra no won so wo nya field day say wo kra na o kan se yenye sey no wanso ore ade foforo ana wo ka kire me se menye sey no wanhwe amamantumi anya ade no anwie enti se yemma mofra no instructions telling them what is expected of them to do na ye make sure say ye be follow up because the child has a responsibility enti abribia na ka say na me ma abofra na adwuma e no ntumi nye na me ma abofra ne say a e no ntumi nye is because wo fo no so no when take responsibility as given the orders no dia abofra no ebetumi ayewom nia atusu abien no o say I will keep my commitment medi me boshe ahoroso ntiri ye mamofra no etiase se adwuma wei ene ye de ahye wonsa wahye bose obeye e wo so oye de kwawie ema onye no fa ne fa bi yang mofra no ofi abrabo ase na ofi school ase a etwere bi a yes ye career day ye way day na mofra no o se we na me pese me ye nurse me pese me ye teacher me pese me ye journalist me pese me ye soldier me pese me ye we eye commitment e ma abofra no eno nti no abofra no abue na anu aka se we e na me pese me ye no eden na abofra no be ye a ebe mana tumi adu sa mpempenso ho no obetumi achieve then responsibilities ene wo ho ma abofra no nti wo owofo no obetumi akyerɛkyerɛ abofra no so you wo so wo pese wo kyerade wo ye journalist a e wo so wotumi ko school na wo sua de journalist fo no unse wo ye akenkan edoso nti no e wo so wotumi kenkan wo owofo no to enhoma ma mofra no na won kenkan abofra so be journalist no enu wagya wo no se wo ma news a na wapam no ohwe cartoons ohwe wey but journalist no eye news na ekọ ohwe obi a oye no role model a otumi ma news e wo radio station bi e wo TV station bi ne commitment eye den nti yema mofra ne hu se dia waka bia no eho adwuma ewo ho a ewo se osomu na oye ne etoso abiesa no o se I will do my best meye ne metumi biara nti yema mofra ne enti se bibi bia obefesi na ne su bia no onye ne obetumi aye na onye no onye ne ye ma onye ne biara ma onye na mememfe tore bi mufra ne bi ufra won na wosoma won a na won ada nkoko wo bo won taban mu saa ebinum won kon ededa won ho te se nkotere nketew te se wotumi hu se oni bibi ya mu yemma mufra ne enhu se soma me soma won ne pese wo ye no fiwu mu ne obetumi bia no ye eno ene beboa wo ne atoso nan a mede erema wonom o say I will not make excuses ameri yi nsama no you woman adwuma so nya say ye school mu say ye fie say ya sorry baby bia bofra no ebehu ne hu bia ewo bia no bibia ye de be hye ne nsa no ode ahobrase ode odo ode akomapa ebeto ne boase na waye ni ye onfan sam biara eyiyi ne ho ano na ade no na nka me pese me ye na we anye se na teacher no kra nhwehwe ma yi na ama me na me ma me anye se na da bia me ka se eto da bi na me hia mamu wa ne bi wanko school na me bisa se dent no na me anyo hwefo na me anya I don't want those excuses so woni bre pese wo ye bibia unhia obi o eto da bia anamonga obetu no eno na obi begina so no de aboa wo enti no excuses ne bi wo ho a eya na emfa wonyo biwafo no wankasa dem na wo ye de ma wo ho enti no ne wobetumi aye bia no ye abrebia na me encourage the young ones I mean share one na me ye talk ma wa me se tu anamon bi na obi nso mu mfa mmoa wo se wan tu anamon na obi ani ho a obeboa wo atubi nti wo begina fa akosa enti no se wo retie mi wo ye youth na wo tie mi wo ye babu wo tie mi wo ye abofra na wo tie mi a bibi bia waka to wo se wo pese wo ye bia no tu ho anamon na obi nso aso wasen nia etwa to a mede erema wo no o se I will correct my mistakes you unse anamon na yetutu no abrabo no de bia meka se enunti na pencil ye de eraser atria no to no se wobeyam fomso nti no na wode apepa you enunti yema mofra no ntia se abrabo na ye wo no enfomso ewo ho obetumi afom na sa wofom a ema enka ho na mmom no wobe correct mistakes bia mfomso bia ye bia no obepepa na wori nya bio sa wo ye ba ko ye bien ye biesa ane de na afi na nya mfomso bio eye ni da ho eye mumoye na wo pese wo ye no enu ntini ye ma mofra ne ntia se mfomso ebata ye ho mfomso ewo ho abofra bi wo ha utumi so oyade na se bibi mistake kakra bi ba na bam abu utumi hu se na che so ompese obeyade ne kura bio ye encourage won ne ye mo ntia se sa niama no eka abrabo no ho enu ntino se eba pomoden ase ubetumi asori agina ewom wei ene nsema efi Kofi Etewia Foundation Character First Education ene yes yemfamre awofo no ene mofra no eye responsibility ya sede ene opanyi a waba menchen ene no ba bedi nkomo no onye ohwo ewo yem mofra yemang jimede so abribia yehia nimudie ewo efamofra education won homesua ne ade ho de ono na ayeto nsafre no na obehwe eboa emajumede no edekoso ofra ne Mr Evans Edise Mr Evans Edise ono ye director edema Kings Class Group of Schools ofi ewo nursery ewo JHS ewo secondary wo ye remedials ni ade wa ukochro wasinu na se na anko ye SSHS na anko ye no wo adult education class nso ene ade a wo ye baako ewo Chantan ena baako nso ewo Akoteman ni Boytown junction Akoteman honmo side Ashawo market won eho ena school no locate ono ena ne waba menchen a menu no eba bedi nkomo no eja memo akọ aba medofo baako na nyame de nkwa ache ye na wo se nyame o nyame yes mwache but nkakra sometimes no nyame na recognize wa heavy yes yeah nyame kasa de nkakra mame nyame na so recognize wa ntino eyiye but ye penyame ho recognition more sing wiase recognition na yeda obi bia nso a vote ye obi ohwe dwumede no so yeda wo nyina ase medase yenhwe ne topic a eda ho no yes yehwe learning distractions eniema etoda bia etwemofra no efi adesua ho enye se bia wo se ye ka se ye wo eniema bia eye awomu eniema yes biological eno no bi wa na ehia clinical psychologist and say psychology ankasa na wahwe mofra no me pese me bobo bibi so kakra te say dyslexia abofra no finding difficult writing eno no na bia awomu ena eba dysgraphia ena sa no mu na dyscalculia yes dyscalculus ena hypertension language disabilities abofra no ne kasa ne ade emma eno no different eno no experts wo nimdie wo saa mofra adesua ho no wo ye but na ye pese ye hwe eniama ne bia eno no enye awusu niama na enye biological but niama nkitinkitin bia etode bia na twe mofra no efi adesua ho eniama ne bi ne sen
first of all no, like I said that was for inviting me to come around. It's been a pleasure, seeing you all the time. First of all, learning distractions. we can group them into various segments and as a groups. The first one is our 4 responsibilities. The second one, and also be young teachers. Yeah, your social media influencers. Your community influencers as well.
Okay.
And your sometimes.
One is so kakra.
All right. So like I'm saying, say distractions in our would do we can start from our 4. Our 4 has a way of distracting their kids from learning. The second one also teachers. Good. Teachers also can distract.
So mama say o sound no ano enye de me pamcho momra na mo mehwe ne sound no mama yenkoje gwedu nkrato sesia na yemra na wonye ne sound ma e pese wo a wo fie no unya information ni iye church na ereba na huhia me no nyinara enti no uncle Yima me pamcho mo mehwe ne sound no mama na watumi yo Yo odofo na yeda wasesa otena se twen yeguje kwadi nkrato na yekosisie microphone sesia na se wode wafri no ato original TV a yang mofra ye manjumedu no na worehwe no obekase no num na yeyi nanso enede ye fiase no nan no num na yewie sanse dwumetitu bi ewachi a yepese yede ba na yempese yebesiu wenso hu kwante no na ewose yepe kwan a yede dwumedi ebebro ntino mfa nche yen se yede abantem asen ebra yewode eba no na nne na Mr Evans adesi na owo menchen a yehwe eye niam ne bia etode bia na etwemofra na adwene efi adesua so nyese bia owo yare bi ewadesua ho nanso no senkotena se na se osua de a otumi so obehu pa nso niam bi ekoso ewo ne mpotem efie ni school mu a otumi se saa de no etwe abofra no adwene efi adesua so ma ontea no ho ensua de wo fo no ayo problem papa no na yesi yepese yehwe no say o start no ye ne kama nana wo mayen groups no na fe
when we come to child development na various groups that are responsible. The first one is home, no, your parent, no, and your school community as well. Your community now on Ankasa akrani free no. Say La Paz, say Achimota, say Hinfa, say important na free no so ka ho. And your social media distractions as well. And your poverty. We hear so to me distracting koda. So we'll take it one after the other. First of all, parents no. Na akoda be our interest. The anyame e de dua akoda no mu o de ba wiase no. Interest wo ho. It is your responsibility as a parent to begin to identify those interests in the child. Because akoda no for so onye de ompa, he will not give out his best or her best. And I say as a parent you foster the child towards his will, his interest. And akoda no no developing no focus on those interests akoda no. So you can develop the child in that line. Number 2, so teachers no. And in we want to match all the kids in our classrooms as one. But then yes, and especially at the preschool level no. And so it means study academia the strength and his weaknesses, and then you help the child accordingly. So who compare Kwejo to Ama? Ebi Ama no we develop on them acha Kwejo no. Only learning disability bia, but naturally no or a slow person. So you don't box all of them into one box and then make Kwejo look like or lazy. Akoda no akode bia here encouragement. In this chira akoda de na she say okay, he's not picking the way you want. There's a way you go about it. And awofo no for example, akoda no be school a na ye won bia encourage akoda no. So if you feel ba na say okay mommy, today I want this kind of snacks. Na one family na throughout the day no, the child is disorganized. Because they open one family. No. Of course, as parents we guide our children not to, of course, need the open bia not their man. But the also she say also wo ya ade a makora no so eni aden eni age eni akafi aka school
ho se bia bofra oko school ni pencil oni book bi particular book bi a obia to bia maneba na bofra ni bi na wade ka che wo fo no wo se mini sika nti no abofra no oriko school no already no why distracted why disorganized
or class no won say ni nua bi wo book bi no so ni bia already no and the whole thing revolve around young parents, young teachers, the community we are, social media, and the other factors also. And a teacher for also, and you be na yebu. Oh, so be near far back near Boakodano. It's good in a sense, but sometimes it also distracts the child. Because I could be on your far back the best out of the child no will not come out.
My young parents, bro, was started mention BBC. Ebu wo ha na nea parent no epe so person ne ba no eye and some of us we made those mistakes in bebre me kai ebra me ba bia no owie JHS and I think she had one of the best grades and ochusu Wesley girls and no before no na abofra no ni we say opese o ye pediatrician obi a ohwe mofra doctor obehwe mofra ntino I was so happy many age ntino menim say me ba no Erico secondary school a oba koye science e was secondary school afi abofra no kodu wa choose visual art I got so disappointed e wa abofra ne mo ntino na me ne nje say abofra na ko choose sa topic no sa course no even to the extent say the headmistress of the school one time be a frame say or share abofra no ni grade or the best school woman I think say she had the highest grade now we encourage mofra girls no omunkoye science may doctors intino or frame as a parent na me ni abofra no enkasa na abofra no nso enye science you and to my surprise your headmistress in any mono and me ba bia ne ka che me say we should leave her alone to do what she thinks say is good for her and that ends the story until no e ho na me jai achidi and she did her visual science visual art no and now did you want come so also
and our phone we don't like to allow the kids have their day. Okay, me a lawyer and me nyanka me ba no so your lawyer. No asheda organize akwada to that line. But for all you know, no na akwada na interest no enye law.
Enye honom na wo. From the one distract him
from the beginning.
From coming out boldly with their learning you know.
And already no akwada no teacher for example in a classroom say no o kire maths you can see say akwada no ni nje maths ho. Enye say bia wabon but ni na nje subject no ho. Maybe an interest near more of engineering, stuff like that. As a teacher, no, you look at the interest of the child and build the child in that line. Even though you encourage the child to learn mathematics as well, but say okay, accordingly, I said need engineering. But what is the mechanism? Teachers can distract. And our parents also can also distract. They are the number one corporate ban distraction. And employee so apart from that, and the community also can. If you're in a typical community who is full of jungles, you know, because
I say
ruffians, and he's seeing some kind of lifestyle. And he said, if the child has interest in becoming, probably God has ordained the child saying, "Kawaii doctor." For all you know, those things can distract. Now, Akrano is smoking weed at the point in time in life because of the things you have seen around him growing up. Yeah, Esipa, we say, maybe I don't want to mention some areas in Accra, but those places, no one say, when they grow up to certain ages, no one say they are in a cafe doing all manner of things, you know. And it distracts their learning. And we should be mindful of the communities we grow up our kids. I mean, can't so be is but at least Bombonia said you get a very good community.
But ye won nipa ni bia won aduachi wo fi sa communities ni nyina mu bi, but they've made it.
Of course. And so it also boils down to our parents. Also parents need be so need time amode hwe nkoda. Good. Eya na ejuma ni ade nti ya na oja nkoda na ma mates ni they are gone. Nti akra na ba chinchin potomo ho nyina na otwita na just all these things, and is watching and picking lifestyles in the community. And it is very important say yen as parents, yen as community leaders, no, we build our children in the way they should go. Because Akwadano, if he doesn't become what he has to become, it affects us as parents and the community. Because of course, legacy. Okay, for all you know, okay, he's learning visual art, becoming somebody great for himself, but he's also becoming an asset to the community.
Yes.
And according to year, it affects the community and affects the example doctor say, teacher say, all these kind of groupings, you know, they affect the parents and affect the entire community. So we all have responsibility. And social media, so you have another
answer now about social media. So now a brother a year, I say you fan a say you know, aside from social media, no football.
Good. You're right.
Football.
Yeah.
Distracting mufrani bebre from one addition. But now last time, I'm about 3 weeks or 4 weeks ago, your mother be a player or the friend or the two men, and I think so you discuss it with radio, so your original 91.9 FM no so. Or shall say nebano enya admission. Oracle University, Wecha and or child legona fano, tech afan wo fa forms 3. Na just say abofra no good when ya papa ni so ntua abofra no school fees na afra no ko bobo.
Oh, okay.
Yes. On kobo football. Aside from no, I know mo frank kinkiti bia wo parents afra me a ebi wo class 5, class 6 back wo JHS because of ball ntino mo fra no mpesa wo betena classroom esuade because or feel say eno na say sika wom whatever interest omo wo no. I don't know how we will educate these children for them to understand say education so
you know even if you're a footballer, at least educate yourself to a level. Because you see I hope you understand that you have to read and understand your contract I will sign with other clubs near.
Listen, I admire this person, Professor Azuma Nelson. Yes. Or you one person just say the whole world ono na me hwe no me ni ewo no so pa because I started ne career no sabe wan ko school da but it got to a point obehu yi say otutu kwan even brofo kra ka eye ne den chiro eye ne den nti na nkrofo afiase bu no nti no so obi di wachi na so ono na obehwe aye ne ama wa enye te say de wankasa wote. This man took upon himself gradually echo school must say wabeye professor and now he's on all international platforms, so you're inviting all over the world to go and do a lot of things. So I'm saying, well, that is where he took ne career, and because of environmental na owomono and no na influence ne career na offer. But a chino be realizes say career na wafa no e ho aka de e wo ho no entumi mane nkwa akire no. Twene nuanum counterpart na wo so wo so say no wo say dia eniama eko basa de bia no because for education and serious. But now look at how respectable this Professor Azuma Nelson is all over the world. So almost said yet and you know young football ne mofra merema especially and my they
the interest na increasing the betting na ka hono
betting na be hono. Wow.
Yeah, to some extent, you know, on say see no obi fix quick. A quick fix, I can say quick fix. Just say kakra ni ade. And you know, why ba ko no 50 Ghana be say this ka wo. Akora ke 50 Ghana. I understand that. And the interest in the football is because of the betting. You see no, and a Bible can be say when a man's treasure is that's where his heart or her heart. And in see kaku mu dia na say na kuma so be DHD. So most of it, you know, it's also because of the betting. But apart from that, and akora no skill and award here mini problem. But we should also encourage the child so also on education because everything about today's world, you know, is about reading.
My menfa phone lines no and to go bra ye be call social media ni mo no because I know the day here nko kan ho asem say 0200854255 0200854255 obetumi afre na also wa contribute and say o adwenkyire bi wo ho but mesra wadawroma wo frɛ a na wa lower volume no e wo TV no ho enye se be ma ye feedback enye se me producers no obeyi wo efiso nti no mesra wadawroma yenhwɛ the social media as the need distraction wo mofra no so
say of course we have TikTok, we have Facebook, we have WhatsApp, Instagram, and all those places you will find content that are entertaining, and so they are in comedy near they are all exhibited on these platforms. And they are of course, but you see what is most important near education, what is here?
Oh, be Abahamana, so hello. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, good evening.
Hello.
Yes, good evening. Pacho Yatonka. What for then Afrifi?
Hello.
Me Pacho utie wo ho e wo TV no mu. Nti sanka obe lower volume na so betwe ho kakra ma yen a. Wasam no ho hia yen me Pacho wadaroma. Me paucho ufra na wa lower volume no ananso se watwe ho na wakasa na yate because unya feedback ne pe a sa na a delay when 0200854255 0200854255 oso betumi afre yo
until they go on to these social media platforms to sort of entertain themselves. You are comedy near the no all of this, but you see what parents don't know necessarily. Of course, akran or developing in no need phone. Inta wo phone bi one the phone national no on who the akran in phone ni. And for you know akọ bibia ense or koni ade. Now once they begin to develop interest in those areas, they forget about their homeworks. They forget to study at home and all of that. And I say social media doesn't carry out the kids too much from their books. And it's more serious at the developing stage of the child, especially more GHS, primary 6 more. I mean upper primary corner. I would say their interests are being fostered. And at the end of the day, it distracts them towards the social media.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Good evening.
Good evening, Mommy.
Yes, Papa. Mpacho wafra odeng na afrifi.
Pachote.
Wafra odeng na afrifi.
Pacho me kasafi kufuridia.
Ofa kasafi kufuridia.
Pacho ane.
Lower volume no mame. Me paucho. Me pese wo be you afi so lower volume no mame sisi ya.
Okay.
Thank you. Hello. Okay. Me paucho mon lower no.
And so it's very important say be guide yen koda no because it's
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good evening.
Fine.
Yo, Pacho wafra odeng na afrifi.
Hello.
Hello, Pacho wafra odeng na afrifi.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you, Pacho.
Fine. Kasafi ni ma. Hello. Oh. Obiaka. Hello. Oh.
Me paucho obaso a lower volume no ansa na wafiase akasa anya sana ema wo feedback ema yenso feedback ema program no anya interesting ma wo question na opese obisa na enkoso ye ntime sremo madaroma mun lower mo volume no kra na so betwe ho afi TV no ho na wakasa na yate dia opese wakasa no ensam na mo de ba na ho hia yempa na se dia more ye ne sese de ase ema ye nya ye no ntime sremo mun lower no 0200854255 and yo hello
Mama.
Yes, good evening.
Evening, Mama. Mama, Pacho, for me, Mama, Monia Juma.
Yɛda nyame ase. Bacho wɔfrɛ dɛn na afrefi.
Your friend Michael Akasa Botana.
Bacho kasa denden kakra ma me why? Wada Roma.
Mama, make us out about Michael.
Yo, Michael Manenko.
Mama, a program near fine.
Me da se.
Na masam ba kumbi. A tima drink a crack. I did about you now, you better your mammy, no come fast your handle, your motor. But and that's anti-piano, yet the Maya mana na emfa. We don't come and answer, ye can say, and wouldn't we have grabbed a boawakano? Or not a shabby fan to Mudin Wabufan and say, the one to sow, the one to sow. Mama, and some debris. You need my uncle, the dear Mamma may have for the years, you know. And the same. Then proposals to be on by even when I are failing. I am Uncolano, so anchor. Now, so, Mama, and never come back and cry, or be one won't cry. Don't cry, Kaya Bo, Abu Freddy, and so fit a phone. I will win you. Can't it know my main answer? Over friend on the back. I think what kind of book or cry channel or better repeat egg, Yakuma. And simply, by my memory, what 5 things in common. Metro now after program, I can now. Number na me no edin for mokaka
real me ye be ponga me de me number betu gua na yakasa wo so why nyame nshira wo Michael na me say me bisa wo sa homework was a research work ye de mamofra no say omo meye omo be fa wo maame phones ni won papa phones unim sa abofra na nkaso de oni phone so mama no work say omo meye research definitely you know ye chiro mo or the papa na jaw phone de ama abofra because ye pese mofra na nye ana ma me no jaw phone na manfra afi na mofra na nanam baby ense se wona nanam ntuno ye in the name of research na mofra no ko baby a ense se woko how do you deal with it? And because so, na mo schools na and you know
and also no say we are encouraging ICT education.
Yes,
and also it's very important. And what is needed now in your guidance now? I was say
Opi, hello.
Hello, mommy. Good evening.
Good evening, Papa. Bacho wa fraud na Afrifi.
George.
Yo.
Na me kase free wa.
Yo, Uncle George, Bacho mo asem ko fast.
Me bra na e kan. And then no e phone there for ya. Ntia me kase phone there for ya ne say. Ye wo stage there sen ka akura ye to phone ma akola. Nanso akura VSS no be ko university a. Ene ye to phone man. Enye say ye to phone man abra. All their DHS. And then your man our social media and adults. If you say, I will phone share. Send ye training yen, son, if you train ma, and if you can say modern word. Modern word, no. Usiade, but money yes, I'll do university. What of phone a man, and Mumba, Ama de be assisting Boko, Ama, only our Colana, ye empire so at
Tayachi, yo. Na phone one time man kro no ya beto mofra no what say woman kasa to me to phones na wo use phones kra won awofo enimu wow nti na me ya ba sa phones social media
me custom be natural just last week na I was going through my school records na me hu say akoda ba ko ntentua a feeding fee so we've called the parent to find out say why will you allow your child go hungry in school and also mama na kona school mama scan sika bia sa akora no e scan to fie susu we say so this scan dey also person ko to phone and the all kind na say
abufra na kasa beto phone
but so scan ko to phone ti canteen na say nka wetua
or setting aside just their photo phone
and so that is what in fact phone is too of a bad
hello
ma good
evening madam pacho wa fraud na Afrifi
Pacho from Matthew Mekaseri Kufuridia.
Yo, eja Matthew Pacho mo asem ko.
Pacho program na mo ya no finish pa. Ana akola o se unu. Ana oni ye oba be ese unu ntem fitina akola ablem ye dia akola no adusian da won tiru. E dia akola no etuma na opeso be ya. Do unu be Nem hani kwa ne ni. Ene mi da ma shwa.
Reso ya da wase nyame enhira pa.
Enti phones in there is not too much of a bad issue, but na guidance in here.
Guidance in here.
You have to control the way and manner akwara no use phones.
Na yen hwe a TV.
TV is another distraction. Teni na ka media no.
Social media no.
Ni na, you see, everything boils down to discipline. Wo a wo for na se do na si for. Your program is akwara no hwe. Your program is senka o there. O hwe. Na unifia have a way of hiding the remote or whatever.
Oh, ma men ne papa ne mofra yini nyina na ogun no wo telenovela. Sa abrofonia ma aware munia ma na uni na wo kan sam.
So it's not too healthy for the child. Is it, of course, you can't also catch the child too much. Not all the time learning. It's all relaxing. But there are programs that you should watch.
Hello. Yo.
And the responsibility that lies between parents, teachers, and the community at large. And now it can be about poverty.
Okay.
Poverty also has a way of distracting children. Because akorano ohun se and also feel say ni mama in niska, ni papa in niska. One, it discourages him or herself first. Because okusku muha ohun the other lifestyles of the other kids.
Other children. But I don't know yet to say urban areas say maybe a sikafo money ade, but ye konkra say na poverty no obi a level. Hello.
Yes, ma, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Pacho wo fra den na afrefi.
Pacho wo fra ma agabo afra. Me frefi committee 12.
Yo, ma me pacho mo asem ko.
Me pacho phone na aba no. Eyi mamu frene na so ante. Every day na bo frene hu. Obeti masi esunyade. Onsunyade bi. Onsunyade bi. O kesu onsunyade na ne pofu. Nti kwanga no so ne betumi afa. Me dey kam ne pesa anke yanko yende dem. Wonye phone siri nyina mfu. Wonye phone siri nyina mfu nsem. Ai titi no oduwa obakusu.
Asemo se nkankan no na nka desktops wo fie say you know ye no bibi sa because say ni na ye handy nti se nka sa research no sa abofra ne ba fie na say desktop no na waso e na ote achi a eno no screen no kra so nti wo fu no kra wo retwam a ana obi tie achi kra na ohu ba bia abofra ne kɔ ene ne amane ade na mobile phone yi de ekura no nya na eyi bia na mehwɛ abofra na hangi mobile phone no wo ni door na achi eno ohwe ni eyi ni ade nti maame ne ba no so obuye dan na e be hwe se wada no wada miwa no phone no etare edan na chi wode bibia ka no de atare achi asan achi eno ohwe di videos nti no owofo no beba dem ho mpenga nu nkura na ohun sa abofra no o say the children are so smart nowadays so but you know awofo no so no e wo say yeso ye smarter because ye na ye wo won na se mo fra no be san ye ho
na mama make me 60. No, you 50 no one or something. Be also the mention. No, what picture and that. Maybe I can't go some education. Won't phone won't funk up them. Won't funk up them.
I know the den kakra. But one thing is say young awofo no na wo say yes and ye control. Ede ma won.
Oh.
Ma ante me da say nyame nhira pa so bi so e wo hama na chi nyame nhira ye mere no kra so no say aka 5 minutes pent no
poverty no so no to be honest ya na nyamamu ye din it's true, but as a parent no make sure say obetimi raise your child, yeah, because minimum crofo o maton pure ta hwo mo bako abadane lawyer. Yeah, na you see we want to live certain lifestyle at the expense of our children, which is very bad. And so be over a year basis, you return to Marco, or Befa car, or Bako Bonsawa, Aqua issue, or Yan Susan Ba, on training fees, on Shen Tony books of Mano. Oh, and we shouldn't hide under the umbrella of poverty,
yes,
and leave the children like that. After one could be a crony, at the BTB near the so you see Bia, Sebu, at our own Timinto. But try, not put something on the table for the child. So we can't just leave the children like that in the name of poverty. People have sold, toffees on tables, and they have looked after their children. All right. I don't want to talk about you. I hope you understand that. And we can't sleep and say we are poor. No. It is very important.
We will find out words. I'm saying,
we as a corner there, say we open our eyes as parents. I say you be any pandemic and then so yes, Remo. Just be obedient. Your papa man be kasi ye no ye. Your papa be kasi ye no ye. The teacher be guide you school say ye no. Yeah, I didn't do this here because it will help you. Very important.
Very important. Yeah. And you know, a futu ayede emma mofra no say adesua ehu hia. And you know, emma bibiara ensi wo ho kwan se wo besua ade. Se ebia se nya yare bi ena ewo ho se bia sa dyslexia ne dysgraphia no ne dyscalculia ya wo bobo so se eno no de biological distractions a koso wo mofra bo wo behia doctor bi so onhwe wa adwene mu ana so behia we na just se bia niam nkitinkitin bi fia de ye bi ene niam bi na distract wo de a mesramo social media ma yensua de mofra no mama yensua de sense ene ne ye ndaache say no de bia no kaso obi wanko school so no wa ye we sabre no na koko udo koko wo ye nyuma e de sika kese ba say no ensase ni kura ni ho bio ye de be do koko ye de be ye sa niam no nti no adesua pe e na say e wo ho mayen kire mai e ya adesua pe e na wo ho mayen e ne nsa no adwuma nti no adesua ne mu no na se wotumi e de wo nsa ye bibia e no be boa wo ama watumi adu baabi na mama phone no ni use no emra fam kakra se nya de so hwa mo fra ni kurakura phone no nso no wonsua hwe wo so wo bebisa ni bibi no on to me nyi wa no but enka na adwene se smartly no e bia phone na me kura na metumi ha research wo so anya de kodi a mepe no nso no omunsua de ni e be hwe de se e be ko TikTok ye be ko Facebook ye be ko ye niama e ye sero comedy niama eno mo no se ye be ko site bia ensem fata e wo se ye ko eno nti no ye sremo moma ye nhwe mofra no ne ye ntu wonfo na wonsua de aha ene ye de djumede no ebesi panyi e oba me nchen ene no e betwetwe nkomo no ye frɛ no Mr. Evans Adisi ono and oya director Elma King's Class Group of Schools King's Class Group of Schools no ofi nursery mu otofo mu edukosi remedials anu ntino sa opese wodo wo ba ekosu school ho a wodo wo number betu gana so obi pese ofre wo na se ode ne baba school
0246 020 321 0246 020 321.
Okay. And no obetumi afre no na se opese wodo oba eko school ho anazo se bia opese woye adult education se na ye kan opese polish brofo no kakra esua de kakra obetumi akọ aseda kese ekoma eye Michael Beauty Parlor na watwumi anim kama ama me na bomeduku yi o se wedding or birthday parties no de eye Michael ho na wo se wokọ eno achi no so Afrocom natural hair salon Madrid no oma na omo hwe ede mame asese you know enyin aye tenten ntino so wo natural hair so dia opese wo ye ne bia opese wo ye wedding na opese wo do natural hair ye kra na Afrocom betumi aye ama wo jowulu na afi wo santo wo airport impotemo home asada kese ekoma me producer me manager Kelvin Malo Kelvin baby wo bia nyame enhira papa eno achi no yema bra yema wo MC control room na AB also ewo ho Sky Samuel Kwadade Yenchi ona executive producer for this show also nyame enhira pa mo wo ho amohwe madwumadi ekoso no nyame enhira mo amofre fifie mo amantumi amfre na mo hwe ba bia wo biara misi hwe hu ye hwe mofra no ye esanse mofra no ene ye mpanyifo ye ndaache esanse ebra ye nan aye abiesa ene anan no na ye hia aboafo no saa bre no ene wo se mofra no ewo hode mayen ema wo ba no emenyin meka wo ho na wo nsom wo ba no ebra wadi 50 years wadi 40 years no na wo wofo no ena wo rehwe wo ba ma abofra no entumi emehwe wo eno ntino ye de dwumade no ebesi ha dasene nyame ya adoma na obue adom kwan de mayenga ye de dwumade foforo ebebro medin ade lady Nancy Abena Osegua Aboaje. Bye bye.